Rings. Join us for tonight's broadcast. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different. Of course, I don't have the title of this completely. Do another Anunnaki connection. That's been the. We'll see how far that goes. So alien contact with scratches. So after I did that Orion channeling on Tuesday, that was quite intense. In a good way. Yeah, something just made a noise there. I think you heard that. Is that an applause? So I woke up with scratches on my leg, and they got blood on it too. Not like wet, but when you get a cut and it's like there for a while, and the blood kind of dry out. So not just like a bunch of them. I took a picture of it. I'm not gonna post it here, but so I didn't feel any attack or anything. I just felt it on my leg in the morning. It's like I don't remember. It's like it looks like something like a cat would do, but it's got to be a pretty big cat. I mean, it not because it's like long scratches. Cats don't do that. I mean, they scratch yourself up. I guess they could do that, but it's not a cat. No, it's micro reptilian. Reptile. I felt 7 reptilians. I don't say it was all once, but anyway, I had a visitation. They just live. They don't leave me flowers or anything. They just scratch me up. I got a little pyramid tattoo. That's gone. Yeah, no, it's kind of still there actually. And now it's on my leg. I'm not going to show my leg here, but it's in the back of my left leg, and you can feel it. And you feel like somebody like really dug into you. It's not super deep, but it's still pretty kind of deep. So this goes into a couple of things. I was going to do the webs update. I do an update. I guess I do. I do a quick. Screw it. So can't remember. I guess this came in as a download or whatever. I've gotten little permissions or whatever visions or of like false spirit worlds. And you've heard this before. Some beings will do this. Talbwan, the Nordics will do it. Pleiadians. I imagine reptilians do it. I mean, imagine, they say the pearly gates and everything, and follow us. It's kind of scary when you think about it. But if you feel like you have nothing to worry, you should be fine. But that is kind of bad when you're about to die, and he's like, I gotta worry where I'm gonna go now. Great. It's like, geez, you should just go where you need to go, and where you need to go might not always be so pleasant. So, what I'm receiving, I'm not sure how much there is of anything like this, but I'll use the Orions for example, because this is where I get the energy from. Of creating like a false spirit world, and they can do this in the 4th dimension. It's all done in the 4th dimension. But a false spirit world to trick us. If you go, this is the thing though. You go through a religion, go through Baptist, Catholic. We'll just leave it there. But it depends on your belief system and your religion. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get sucked into this world, but some do. I don't know how. They don't give me full details. It might be just made specifically for certain souls. But and Pleiadians have their own version. Reptilians, I imagine, do. Orions definitely have one. Yeah, when you die and you go to the spirit world, that's why they say it's all perfect and all that, just to get you to familiar to what they created. God wears a white beard and all that nonsense. I mean, you can connect to whatever you want, but yeah, it's a trap, basically. And the non-believers of bizarreness, it's easy, and that's the thing. Some of the spiritual stuff you can get trapped into that too. without going into full details on what I'm talking about there. But you can't get wrapped up into some things and think that the aliens are going to come down and take you up on a certain date, things like that. That's it's another way. It's another form of fuckery, basically. Another thing about a disclaimer of not everybody's spiritual development is the same, meaning that your experience with your guides is different than everybody else. Some people might think they know how spirit guides operate and all that, and they might be true for the majority. That doesn't mean that everybody has the same experience. Some of us have experience with guides that are just complete scumbags. I think I'm one of them. Okay, I don't think I am one of them. So I've just been seeing the spirit world for what it really is. I mean, yeah, you have all these spirit energies flying around, but they still got problems. And they still don't know how to sort it out. That's what we're hearing. And they can be kind of vicious. Even the positive ones can be vicious. They're not always realizing they're being that way, but they can annoy themselves or somebody else can do it. They just get it all depends on the being. It's not the whole spirit world. It's just like here. It's not like everybody's a freaking pain in the ass. But there's a lot of growth that needs to be done in the spirit world, and that's they're trying to get in here as fast as they can to get their act together. Some want to get in here to drink and whatever it is. That's where all the fun is, I guess. Well, when you're starting out, they just want to experience it. and all the people that you connect with, like you get drinking, and all the people you connect with, it's like a big, family reunion or something with who knows who. But the spirit world, I feel, is at times hostile. At least the version I connect to. Because even there, they don't, like, for example, I don't know if this is hostile, but it's vaguely picked up on this. I don't know, like I say, it doesn't go for everybody. Some people might go with it. They might connect with it. And some people made the same mistake over and over, like connect to the same relationship over and over again. That's bad for them. And of course, there's growth there, but also you can also be influenced by guides. Like you get one guide, oh, I experienced that relationship, oh, and you kind of kick that one away, and then another one says, I want to experience that too. And so you go to the same damn thing again with somebody else. And that one leaves all joyed and whatever, some twisted. I think that does happen. I'm just using that for example. But you might get yourself in a trend. It's like you guys you're just dealing with because some people have really easygoing guides and some of us don't. Like some people have really nice family members and some don't. It's just the way it is. And try to explain that to people that are not experiencing what you're experiencing. Yeah. Especially when you're talking about stuff that you can't see. Makes it even more complicated. So it's yeah. I mean that's yeah. Can't speak anyway. It's been raining a lot here too, so yeah, what was I about to say? Great interference. Geez, thanks. I took that away. Oh well. All right, we'll just move on from that. Damn it. Yeah, they removed that. Guess they want me to talk about that. Well, if I remember it, well, 5 years from now. All right, we're not going to go into that. Yeah, well, who knows what? Like I say, the spirit world is kind of hostile for some of us, especially it's like a spiritual astral war that's going on. We're here to bring in new timelines, change things. So you might not see the combat in physical, but it is. Feel tired all the time, feel anxiety for some reason. There's a galactic war going on right now. You have all these beings that are incarnating here. Alien beings are here as human, going through their stuff. and they incarnate through the Illuminati group, we'll be here forever. So the more we just realize, yeah, those that are obviously that are connected to politics, media, the high echelons, magazines, man, it's all the upper Illuminati energies that just seem to incarnate here. Look like they're regular schmoes, but they're not. It's just a contract overall, and we're here to heal that, of course, give more understanding of it. Eventually, these beings will start to appear when the time is right. So the Orion connection seems to be pretty strong of manipulation. Because the pyramids are aligned with Orion. There's people that feel like they connect to them. And there's positive ones, and there's not. It's very positive there, and there's also those that are just like, damn. So we have to have other worlds out there that are similar to ours. It can't be just our world's all messed up and everybody else is fine. That's far from it. So a lot of the worlds that are screwed up connected to ours are from Orion. At least that's the feeling. So Orion's a little bit complicated. So yeah, I don't know what that something slipped out of my memory, but anyway, it'll come back eventually. Whatever it was, they did not want it to be said. Jeez, I'm not getting it back right now, so that's all right. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. I think I've made enough beings mad already. That's fine. Yeah, so the main thing here is like not everybody's spiritual connection is the same. So people think, oh, guys are acting like this, acting like that, and you feel like that's not with me. It's like that's not with me at all. All these guys are just, I think most of them on drugs and shouldn't be here at all. It's like, but that's kind of the point. That's how you learn. But this is another level of it. Is that yeah, become your guide, like a spirit being that probably should not be anybody's guide, becomes a guide anyway. So they learn from you. They might screw your life up, possibly. Doubt it. But then it's like, whoa, I really messed that guy's life up. So then they get some. So they got Earth's energy now. Then they makes you want to reincarnate and hopefully figure out their ways, or just be scumbag, whatever it comes first. But that's another way of learning. Yeah, I think some guides can do some major damage. I've experienced it. Not major damage, but I've seen them do things they should not be doing. And they just say, wow, what? Like, that's the whole point. It's part of your learning. And you're talking about beings you don't see. And that's one way to get to know it. That bunch of scumbag guides making your life hell is like, oh, wait a minute. Nobody else knows that these guys are here, but I know they're here. So that's one way. It's another form of awakening. So, yeah, like the false spirit worlds. I don't think it's that. My feeling is, I don't think it's that constant. Like everybody's dying is like going to a false spirit world, but it does grab certain people, and it's pretty real, and it can send you back here again. It can do whatever, wherever. And a lot of people do sign up for that too. So, yeah, it does explain why a lot of souls come back here a lot. They just get caught in that, that belief system of fear that they've been a bad person would have sent them to hell. So, and you can create that if you want. They say there's no hell, but there's all kinds of hells out there. And you don't have to experience it. You can just experience it here. You don't have to go to a down the lower realms. You just have it here. So, the best of both worlds, yeah. So, all right. The Anunnaki connections, we'll see what where we go with all this. So, here we go. Greetings. This is Marduk. Greetings here. This is I am with Anunnaki. Greetings to you. Well, a false spirit world, yes, of course, is necessary for growth. Um, Not one that all souls have to go through, but it is a consciousness within the alien race that wishes to learn more about you as you want to about them. As many beings, all beings have their specific way of learning. So you learn a certain way through a Palladian, through a Syrian, through Arturian, through Anunnaki. And some choose this route when they leave the Earth to either reincarnate here or to know more about that species in a way that might not be, yes, the most positive. It's like you're going into another realm of yourself. And it's not always, there's always something there that's pulling you there. Many of you feel like where you're going to go is where you're going to go in a positive way, but some needs, there's a part of them that's attracting this other reality. And that doesn't mean the Palladians or the Syrians that do these things, even always knowing who they're attracting. They just build the reality and see who comes in. It's not always what you might see it as. It's another form of, yes, soul growth. And many of them that do get pulled into those realities through religion end up serving that religion. Monks, well, monks are a bit different, but I believe, yes, more monks through the Catholics. Rabbis, or they all get pulled into those realms. First off, they wanted to be there, so there's nothing to really fear of death. Just be good with yourself. If you know you're going to go to hell, there's probably something there that you need to go see. If you feel like you're going to go somewhere where you'll be friends and family, there'll be nothing to worry about, then you have nothing to worry about. Not that you ever had anything to worry about. It's just a more understanding of death or where you're going. You can feel it now, right now. If it's something that you are fearful of death, it's good to heal it now also. It shouldn't be carefree. It should be very easy. Even before when death comes in, your soul is already connecting to the astral realms. And that's where you make the choice. So it's not just you make it before that, but you definitely make it before you leave. Because you can always change your mind. And sometimes you want to change your mind. It's like, I want to just get screwed with. But a lot of your guys is like, no. Best you don't do that. It's like a safety precaution. So why this is all here? Well, because this world, yes, is a complicated reality, of course. It was built, much of your reality was built by the Orions. That's why you might not always feel them, but some of you are starting to tap into it. You're part of an Orion agenda to heal their realities. Now, it's those that are in pain. Many of you are ambassadors of the positive Orion councils who come here to bring assistance here to end the government systems. Well, as government systems are from the Orion beings and reptilians, of course. Your world lost control. You can say it, according to the universe, it deserves imprisonment of what it's going through. Now, some people feel that. Not everybody feels that way. A lot of alien beings want you freed out of this, out of manipulations, but it's very difficult. And that's why many of you are here. It's not the easiest thing to just crack open instantly. It's a gradual process of healing the inner souls that are here, the inner person, just to end the manipulations here. Let alone your aliens appearing in your skies. It's just to end the internal war that's happening here. Not an easy end, is it? There's still souls going back and forth here, of course. As many of you become more aware of the different realities that are connected to your planet, the more you get spiritual freedom. Yes, be careful what you ask for too. Many, yes, are not at the level of aware of who is really here. Many beings are here, but also you're here to crack open this reality altogether. Bringing alien energies here personally on a physical level, of course, you're on those timelines. They're getting stronger as more of you understand how the movie is played. Is this, you can say, the radical beings of your universe just bit into this world. Yes, they call themselves Illuminati. They just felt this world belongs to them. So they're doing all they want to do. It's up to the human here to decide when you had enough. You see that process now, but it needs to go. It needs more numbers. Basically, yes, your networks, your business networks, your media, politician energies. It's like they have gas right now, but then they hit empty. It's no longer working anymore. The old tricks are just not sticking anymore. It's just like you're not watching black and white TV. Okay, some of you might watch it here and there, but for the most part, that's not. It's like a trend. The trend comes to an end. That's what you're here to learn right now. Galactic trends. Who is here? How are you? Because everybody sees everything differently. You see Orions here, you see Syrians here. What do you see here? That's part of the grid controlling your planet. There is no wrong answer. Some might say it's wrong, but maybe wrong for them, but not for you. It feels like it knows better than your species. So it incarnates here as Illuminati beings to run amok, to fight the human, to say, we own this place, you don't own anything. Until eventually the human takes back its power and full reign. And some of you will feel it gradually. You probably feel the timeline. You might not feel it currently happening. We see a future where it does exist. The timeline of that is not soon. That's, of course, up to you. So, yes, as your intentions, yes, what is here in the fourth dimension? Yes, you have to open up your mind to heal the fear and allow it to show. Yes, there are reptilian beings here that are guarding higher dimensions of your reality, kind of mixing it up. But it's not just them doing it. There are feline beings involved too. They are in the shadows, of course. So there's a galactic war to basically open up your planet of what's going on here, information first, but not just information. How do you feel about it? What is it telling you? Well, we say right now, yes, there's an Orion presence here that now many positive Orion beings are here, connected to nature. A lot of them are fairy beings. They are incarnated through the Fae, through the Agartha, but many are here as as artists, actually. We'll just leave it with that. I think you have some idea what we're speaking about. They're all over the place, but art is one of them. Let you know who's here through film and books. They're all fiction is just letting you know who's on your planet. What your planet is connected to. Not everybody is connected to Howard the Duck, but some of you are. It's like a best friend to you. And so on. It's all just downloads from the universe. As you start to connect the dots of yourself, the higher realms, the world becomes very different, doesn't it? That's the idea. So there are many Orion councils here that don't want you to know who you are. But they feel like if you ask, you get more answers. Yes, they are connected to your Anunnaki is basically about building blocks of your religion, of everything. But Orions have made it their own through the Catholic energy. And others, of course. It is up to you to break the spell. Now you can go to church and bring a positive vibration. First, you have to break down all the codes programming humanity. A lot of it's through symbols, the architecture of the buildings. You can keep them going, just heal the energies inside. Clear out the vortexes that they're sending out. That is your galactic war. It is everywhere, just not seen, but as you feel the vibrations, you should be able to drive and not get an energy attack. You should be able to drive and feel free. Or whatever you want to do, walk, not be attacked by a religious building or a government building just by walking by it, just by being near it. It can, yes, if you're very sensitive, it can come right to you because it sees you. It doesn't always like what it sees. Because many of you are here to close the vortexes here that are causing difficulties. No more about your planet. Yes, end the wars internally, quietly, without a single shot, without riots or anything. Yes, more peaceful energy you find, the better, of course. That's when your vibration even gets stronger, just with inner peace. Not easy to find. Yes, the spirit world is wanting a great deal from your world right now. So some of you might be attracting a little bit of everybody because they want to get in. They want to see they want to see what you're doing. Some of them might not have the best intentions. So some of you might feel an audience around you. Yeah, because you're teaching them a great deal right now. And that will become more clear as it's needed right now is survival. Survival of who you are, of where to grow, where to focus your energies on to make your days go faster but more fulfilling. Many Orion councils came here. Some are feline, some are reptilian. A lot of them are feline because they knew that that vibration blends well with you because of the emotions they have. They have canine beings, but the felines played a big role of manipulating emotions, as even cats do it today. Yeah, they give you that sad look. But of course, that's a better intention. But the Ryans know these things about you. They've done it to other worlds. They know what makes you tick. So as a feline being, they can detect it more easier. They are human Orion beings here also. A lot of them are bald. Well, we'll just leave it at that. But many of them are priests from Orion, are magicians. Some are black magicians. They don't like calling themselves that, but pretty much what they are. So it's like they have a crystallized energy about them, not always with the best intentions, to create your churches. The vibration of a church, a Orion church. It is something to, yeah, look at the symbols within the church, if you wish. Just releasing the old timelines here, not an easy one to do. It's rooted, yes, 2,000, more than that, but 2,000 years in your. Many Atlanteans got lost, and some of them wanted to be worshipped, and they call themselves gods. So it's another, yeah, some Atlantean beings, yes, are very much so here. On different levels, there are very positive ones. The ones that are not so positive are currently ruling your world. They say it's extinct. They said they're all gone. Think again. Unless you think of that, see, as you allow your belief system to open up to possibilities, you might be skeptical of it, but the more open-minded you are, the more downwards it comes from. An Anunnaki way. Yes, we have been manipulated by other beings too, not just you. Not the only ones that have been infiltrated. That's kind of how it works with alien beings in the fourth dimension. We're all kind of poking in on each other, controlling each other. And yes, some of us are Orion, but we do see ourselves as the original Anunnaki. There are Orion Anunnakis here, but a lot of them are part of your government systems.